got fire in your eyes. Nothing hides from you. You see everything. Even the deepest secret of men. Expose every evil. Consume every wickedness. You are the all-consuming fire. Come and manifest yourself. You put fire in your eyes, Lord. Nothing hides from you. You see everything, Lord. Even the deepest secret of men, Lord. Expose every evil. Consume every wickedness. Give us the victory, Lord. Come and manifest yourself. Consuming fire. Consuming fire. Worship you today. You are the all-consuming fire. Come and manifest yourself. Consuming fire. Consuming fire. I bow before you, Lord. You are the all. Welcome, brothers and sisters, whoever is watching this video. If you find it important, please share with your friends and subscribe. I'm talking about, I've chosen a topic. I choose topics that are delicate, topics that are not mentioned, that have been not talked about, topics that affect our society. I talk about narcissism. Narcissism is a problem in our society that is happening, and or people are suffering from narcissism, but we don't know what it is. We just know that, narcissism is a disorder. It is a disorder. It's a psychological disorder that affects people in our society. So there are some people in our society that have some personality traits. They are not good traits. And why do I talk about narcissism? Why do I keep on repeating about narcissism? It is because I'm a child of I'm a product of a narcissistic abuse, and it is a very painful experience that nobody understands. You may have been abused. Another person may have been abused, and you cannot generalize us. It is a personal experience. Just as people say that salvation is a personal experience. One could be saved, another person is saved, another brother is saved, another sister is saved, but the experience is different. The way you experience your salvation and the way the other brother experience, the testimony is different. How it affects you is different. So, what is narcissism? Or what is narcissistic personality disorder? Or what is a narcissistic person? How do they look like? Narcissistic people are people narcissistic people are people who like to be on top of the others. They want to be superior. They want to torment. They want to torment their praise. They want to walk over you. They want to control you. They want to manipulate you. I like referring to my mother because it is a toxic type of relationship. I always like referring to my mother because that is what I lived. Other people, when they talk about narcissism or their experience with narcissists, they explain according to their spouses. There are men who lived with narcissistic wives. There are women who lived with narcissistic husbands. I am a child who lived, or a woman or a lady who lived with a narcissistic mother from childhood. That is why I like referring to my mother. So these narcissistic people, they put you in captivity. They put you in prison. They want to be idolized. They want you to worship them. They may even tell you that if you don't worship me, you will never succeed. They will use such words. My mother used those words. If you don't worship me, you will. They try to put you in a situation where you only see them. They try to chase everyone away from you. They try to chase everyone away from you. They try to make you look bad. They make you look ugly. They try to bring you down. They want to manipulate you. They bring you down. They lower your self-esteem. They lower your self-esteem. They make you feel useless. They make you feel awkward. They make you, they'll use your body parts to insult you. If you have big breasts, they will use that against you. If you have small breasts, they will use that. If you grow fast, they will use that to bring you down. They want to control everything in your life. It's more painful. I want to say it's more painful for a child to have such a mother. Why do I say it's more painful? Why I say that is because you grow up and find this mother. And if you find this mother, there is nowhere you can go to. And she has authority over you, and you can go nowhere. So a narcissistic mother will look for a child that looks promising in the family, and starts preying on this child, tormenting her, abusing her emotionally. Such a parent makes sure that this child invests her or his emotions on her. Because such a parent, a narcissistic person needs attention. So she will use this child she wants to know how this child feels. She wants to know everything about this child. And it doesn't matter how much you've grown. Even after 40, she still wants to control you. She still wants to treat you like a child. The same way she was treating you when you are 10 or 5, she wants to treat you the same. So she will continue. You have grown, you think differently, she still thinks the same. Narcissistic people are emotionally immature people. She still thinks the same. I use she, I'm used to she because I'm referring to my mother. For fathers, I have to read, although I've seen a narcissistic husband, but it is what I was told because what I saw was different. But I've been reading a lot about narcissistic people. I've been reading a lot. I'm very much interested in this topic because I'm a product of a narcissistic mother. So I'm very much interested in this, and I sympathize with those who went through what I went through. I know what you are undergoing, depending on the circumstances or the condition or the environment where you lived, especially people in Africa. Because in Africa, religion is really another something. Religion, there are some gospels or scriptures that are being elevated in Africa. Women, submit to your husbands. Women, submit to your husbands. A narcissist takes this scripture and walks with it and reminds the woman all the time that you have to submit. The Bible says this. And this person has a psychological disorder. He torments the wife. He controls the wife. He doesn't want the wife to go to work. He doesn't want the wife to have money. He doesn't want the wife to dress in a particular way. In the name of women, submit. Narcissists have two personalities. They have two personalities. Split personality. What they show to the public is not what they show when they are in the house. What they show to the public is different from what they show in the house. So when this person abused tells the outsiders, people don't believe them. Nobody will believe you. A child of a narcissistic parent takes time before she shares or he shares their problem. Because in African religion, I want to repeat that. African religion, children are not supposed to talk negatively about parents. So no matter what your parent does, it is for your own good. Whatever your parent does, whatever your parent says, is for your own goodness. Children, obey your father and mother that your days may be long. Respect your father and mother. And some believe that if a parent does not bless you, you will not do anything, you will go nowhere. And they believe, and it has stuck. So they will tell you, just obey so that she may bless you. Narcissistic parent will never bless you, never. Because anything you do, they see that as a personal attack. Anything you do, they see a child as an extension of them. They see children as property. A narcissistic parent has a golden child and a scapegoat child. A golden child is one that is treated like gold, is cherished, precious stone. You know how a precious stone is treated? That is how a golden child is treated. He's given everything. He's pampered with love. He's soothed. I happen to be a scapegoat child. A scapegoat child is a child who is blamed for every problem in the family. If they are broke because of me. If they are sick, it is because of me. Anything. Think of anything that happens in the family. So, a narcissistic parent, let me talk about mother. Narcissistic mother competes with her daughter because as she grows, she's a jealous person. She is a sad person. She's not happy. So anytime, when a child grows, normally children are happy people. When you grow, you are happy. A growing child is a happy child. They will start competing with you. They will start intimidating you. They want to watch you closely. They want to control you. They want to advise you and advise you wrongly so that you make mistakes and they laugh. They don't advise you rightly. But the church, when you go to church, the pastors tell you, obey your father and mother. And when you talk to them, when you tell them that I have this problem, and you see the way a pastor looks at you when you are talking, because when a child is growing, there are some stereotype information that people believe in, especially a young girl. When you tell a pastor or a priest that my mother is doing this and this and this and this, that stereotype information, they will think that maybe you are going out with men, maybe you don't like to work, maybe blah, blah, blah. They'll start thinking. So as they talk to you, they will not give you the right because they don't understand the meaning of narcissism. They don't understand. So when you try to tell them that this is what I'm going through, and you look at somebody's face, after they've talked, you've talked, you've explained, you go back, they give you some, little advice. You feel like you are not, they've not given you an answer. Somebody tells you, be blessed. Be blessed. They've not given you an answer. So you leave and you are going back to that trauma. You are wondering. They are not giving you a solution. So you are going back and you are wondering, am I going back to the same place? And another day, and another day, and another day. And this has caused the church bury so many Christians after suicide. And some churches don't bury suicide. Many churches don't bury people who have committed suicide. Because you failed, you forced somebody to obey, you forced somebody to submit. So many people are going through. There are some narcissists in the church, and we know, and people know them, and people see them, and people watch their children. These children need therapy. In Africa, if you are seen going to see a psychotherapist, they say that you are mad. And a child a child or a wife or a husband who has gone through narcissistic abuse needs therapy. They need therapy. You may ignore, but this abuse affects your relationship. It affects your self-esteem. Because when you try to talk, you are knocked. Your head is knocked. When you try to say something, they feel it. They take it negatively, like you are trying to attack them. For example, a mother who has just given birth and the child is growing, a narcissistic parent who is trying to change the diaper of a child, and maybe the child is 1 year old and is trying to fix. Sometimes your mom can be dressing you and you try to fix your dress, and she'll see this as a personal attack and she'll slap you. That is when, if you see a parent behaving this way, you'll realize, just slapping a child from nowhere, you will realize that this is a narcissistic child. This is a narcissistic parent. Because what she is doing to the child and her age and the age of a child is not adding up. It's not adding up. Beating a child for just twisting the pant because she feels like the pant is not in line. There is sometimes when you are dressed and you feel the skirt is not in line. You've been dressed and it's not in line. So you are trying to put it to be in line. And a mother slaps such a child. And somebody will ask, why are you slapping her? That woman is having a problem. That is one of the characteristics. When a child is walking and you want to hold the child, you want to hold the hand of a child by force on the road. A child is not, there are children who are supposed to be held, but a controlling mother will want to hold you, hold on to your hands by force, and you feel uncomfortable because she's, even the way she's holding you, tight, you are feeling uncomfortable and she's pulling you. You've seen such mothers. Those are the characteristic traits of a narcissistic parent. And they need help. They are emotionally mature and they are trying to, to cover up. And as they grow and as they give birth to children, they make children suffer. And some children will support them, because if you don't support them, you are in trouble. If you don't support them, you are in trouble. So those who support them will become narcissistic too, where they are frustrating the scapegoat child. There are people who are self-absorbed. They exaggerate their ego. They have two distinct personalities. One in closed door and one for the public. Two distinct personalities. So that when you tell somebody that my mother does this, or nobody will believe you. They say some things that you cannot say in public. Or sometimes you want to tape. If you are in a relationship where when somebody talks, you feel like taping, or somebody sending you message, you know the language they are talking so well, but you keep on asking your friend, please help me to read this. I want to understand. Help me to understand this. They always say the truth. They always use that word, that I'm saying the truth. You know what I'm saying is the truth. Truth that is, it's truth, yes, but it's trying to use this to bring you down. For example, if somebody keeps on telling you that, I have fat lips. You can call it fat lips, you can call it rich lips, you can call it whatever you want to call. I have small eyes. If you want to keep on talking about my fat lips, you want to keep on, you want, and you talk negatively, you have no solution. Let me use a good example. That wasn't a very good example. Let me use my cheeks. That is something that my mother used to bring me down. She used to call me upinde, that is big cheeks in Luo. If you are a mother and you realize that a child has a problem, now I know that it's not a problem. But If you know that a girl has a problem, or like there is this problem of shape of the head. Yeah, that is another example I want to talk about, shape of the head. I have a shape of a head that is not good with bald head. There are ladies whom I've seen who shave their hair all. They suit to be bald, balded head. I don't suit that. I don't. The shape of my head does not suit that. So my mother made sure that I was always balded. I don't look nice with balded head. She made sure she shaved me from time to time. She made sure I had no hair, so that when I walk, I looked miserable. I know, I don't have to be told. When I am balded, I look miserable. That is what she liked. They thrive in your agony. When you cry, your tears give them joy. When you cry to a narcissist, that gives them joy. You can cry and shed tears. And my mother used to beat me, and I fake death, because I'd never, when I was young, I'd never seen anybody dying. So I used to think people die like this. That is what I used to think, that people die like this. I didn't know that people die like this. So when she was beating me, I would fake death, and she laughs. She laughs when I'm doing like this. She laughs that I'm dying. It is until recently that I realized that this is a disorder. It's not normal. I knew that it wasn't normal. I knew that it was not normal. But I didn't know it was a disorder. I thought that she hated me. But I didn't know it was a disorder. So they require to be admired. They want to get contact of all your friends. When you are talking to, they hear you talking on phone, they will ask you, oh, whom are you talking to? Whom are you talking to? If they are your spouses, they want to video chat you. You think it's love. It's a monitoring spirit, monitoring tool. Video chatting is monitoring tool, a monitoring tool. Give me so-and-so, I'm with so-and-so, before the mobile, before the video chats. Let me talk to her, and they will get all the contacts of your friends. And it will not be soon. In case they are spouses, it will not be soon before you know them. Narcissist. It's a terrible thing. They are demonic. They drain you emotionally. You have to invest your emotions in them. They need attention. You could even have such a friend, not just a spouse, that when you are with her, she brings you down, she devalues you. She pretends that she likes you, but she's devaluing you. There are some statements when she says, when you go back home or you sit down, you ask yourself, why did she tell me that? Why did he tell me that? But because we fear rejection, especially children of narcissistic parents, fear rejection. You don't want to be rejected again. So you will tolerate abusive parents, abusive friends. You'll tolerate because you had been rejected. You don't want to be rejected again. So when you go to other friends, you want to bend low to relatives. You want to bend low when you go to their houses. You want to work extra. Because you fear what will be said, what the society will say. Narcissistics start preying on you when you are young. They are on they are watching. They are looking for young girls. They prey on them when you are so naive. They prey on you when you are young. They don't look for smart people because they play games. Narcissists play games. They don't like commitment. Even if they marry you, it will not last forever. They want to play, play games, manipulate you. They are pathological liars. They will tell people things about you, things which are not true. They are perfect actors. They treat people like children. They don't like to be outshone. Who are you to outshine me? They are very jealous. So they like low class friends. They want to be associated with the high class friends. They want to be associated with high class friends, but the friends who are always around them are low class. People that they can patronize, people that they can control, people that they can, they like to be associated with high class people. But the acquaintances, people around them are low class, lower than them, people that they can control. They will tell you, if they marry you, they will tell you, leave the job because they are insecure. They are always insecure. They like to mix people up. Entanglement. They don't take responsibility. Everything wrong is everyone's fault. If you meet somebody whom you are talking and bangs the table, if you have a friend or a fiancé you are dating and somebody bangs the table, I will break this table. I can break or smashes a glass on the wall. Red flag. Red flag. They want you to fear. Live a life of fear. When you are with them, you live a life of fear. It's known as gaslighting. If you don't do this, you will do this. If you don't do this, if you don't pass exams, if you don't do this, that is known as gaslighting. They gaslight you so that and they will try to let you know how well your age mates have gone with life. So and so is married. So and so has gone back to school. So and so has had children. So and so has done. That is to bring insecurity in you, to bring you down. They use guilt tricks. Guilt tricks. They make you feel guilty about everything. Sometimes they will provide you with things that you don't even need. That is for you to be controlled. I did this, I do this, I do this, I do this. You want to tell people that people won't believe you. Sabotage. If he's a fiancé, they always put you down. Put you down. They want to control everything. You dress this way, they tell you to dress this way. If you dress this way, they don't like. So I've chosen this topic about narcissism. I lived it. It's a painful type of life. Nobody will understand you. Nobody. There are groups on Facebook, Children of Narcissistic Parents. Please join. You are not alone, but you are affected differently. You need to be healed. If you find this information important, please share and subscribe. I'll be talking about more about it. God bless you.